Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, scholars and dignitaries, welcome to another episode. Welcome to my world. So, here's the situation. We went into a restaurant and our waitress was a beautiful young girl who had the most pleasant personality. She really was friendly, enjoyable, and welcoming and kind. And I immediately noticed that she had a huge tattoo on one arm of a giant pineapple. And on the other arm, she had a tattoo of a giant bee. I think it was a yellow jacket, but it might have been a wasp or a hornet or maybe a honeybee. And then she had miscellaneous other tattoos all around her arms and body. I'm not sure what they were, matrices or tribal or new school or neo-traditional, with an assortment of stick and poke thrown in. So she wanted tattoos that reflected her personality. I understand, I guess. But she really hadn't thought it through, why she wanted them, or if there were any problems with tattoos now, or especially in the future. And this is especially true for people who impulsively want the biggest and baddest tattoos. And of course, there are problems with tattoos. First and foremost, and the biggest problem of all, people change their minds. Now follow me. America had several decades where homeowners designed their homes with wallpaper. Wallpaper was very good for showing patterns and designs and coloring that regular painting just couldn't offer. But the problem is that people got tired and even sick of having one particular wallpaper pattern after 3 or 4 years and wanted to change it. And by the way, changing wallpaper is not as easy as it sounds. It takes a lot of work, and then additional work to prep the walls for any future painting as well. So it's only natural to want to change it. Women want a new purse. Men want a new car. People want a different home or a different job after a few years. Things tend to lose their vibrancy and become stale, old, out of date, and we want change. The main point here is that similar to wallpaper, people often get sick of a tattoo after a few years. It's called tattoo remorse. In fact, one study showed that 85% of people regretted getting their tattoo after only a few years. More often than not, they become disgusted with it. But remember, tattoos are forever. They are permanent. It's not like you can change a pair of shoes or a hairstyle. Tattoos are forever. Second, tattoos fade over time. Of course, people will say, no, this one will stay crisp and sharp with the vibrant colors. But the truth is that as we age, tattoos become faded, and as our skin ages, they become distorted and for many unappealing. One former serviceman had numerous tattoos, and while maybe at one time they were impressive, they are now quite unattractive to most of his clients and business associates, and even his friends. And to be honest, they detracted from his professionalism and business reputation. Third, one can be stuck with a jacked tattoo. Many times someone sees a tattoo on paper and it looks like a great portrait or picture, only to find that the tattoo artist is less than proficient and you are left with crooked lines, misspelled words, distorted sketches, or just an ugly blob of ink. People come up with a lot of reasons for getting a tattoo, but too often they get them while they're in an emotional stage, in grief, or are in a somewhat rebellious stage. They may be having an identity crisis. They may have lost a loved one. And of course, many get tattoos either when intoxicated or on a dare, or when otherwise having impaired thinking. But if anything, research shows repeatedly that it is not a good idea to make any major life decisions during extraordinary times in our lives. In fact, if considering getting a tattoo, experts will always caution that one should wait at least a year if you've had any major changes or traumas in your life. Many would say that one should wait at least until age 24 when one has fully developed their cognitive instincts and decision-making skills and can make better life choices. Sometimes people pick a particular tattoo when they're in an immature or rebellious point in their lives, only to outgrow that stage after a few years, and again, are now stuck with a tattoo that doesn't convey their real character. Sometimes people just want to conform with their friends. Some people get them just because they're bored and want some thrill or excitement. Some get tattoos to gain the admiration from their friends. And some people want the most outrageous tattoos because they truly have a desire to shock and repel others. And so they pick a tattoo which is really unsuitable for their character. And I've seen couples get matching themed tattoos to celebrate their relationship, only to break up after 6 months and regret their poor decision. And now they're stuck with an unwanted tattoo that may evoke bad memories well into the future. And most people, especially young people, can hardly justify the big expense, not to mention the pain involved in getting a tattoo. One person told me that he went through two 4-hour sessions that were quite painful and ended up paying $1,000. And for people that want a full sleeve or larger tattoo, it can go up to $5,000. And I'm sure that's not the top of the spectrum. So you pay now and then again later to have it removed. The removal of tattoos is expensive and difficult and can leave scars. The removal of big tattoos can require surgery with all the potential risks, plus significant costs, and can leave big segments of the skin permanently disfigured or blotched, sort of like skin that has been burnt. And by the way, it never ceases to amaze me how many people choose tattoos which are diabolical, or tattoos of demons or skulls or skeletons, or in other ways are just plain ugly or dark or dreary or even hideous. And it's though people don't have any sense of the dignity and virtue of being human. And in many cases, people find themselves ineligible for some jobs because businesses will not employ them with their hands or faces covered in tattoos. In one study, participants looked at pictures of employees with tattoos and thought that the tattooed workers seemed less intelligent and less honest than the non-tattooed workers. So there does remain a judgmental stance to tattoos, both the number, the placement, and the style. So tattoos aren't cool anymore. They are overdone, expensive, and can draw negativity to you, especially in the employment arena. There could be allergic reactions, skin affections, and other health complications. They can be embarrassing. They can negatively affect your reputation. They can certainly become addictive. And most of all, they are permanent. Said again, most of all, tattoos are permanent. So, getting a tattoo is a serious decision, and definitely a decision which should not be taken lightly. If you are considering getting a tattoo, wait 1 year. The tattoo parlor will still be there, and you may just be glad you did. And I guarantee you that the tattoo you pick out for yourself today will not be the tattoo you pick out for yourself in 1 year. Said again, the tattoo you pick out for yourself today will not be the tattoo you pick out for yourself in 1 year. Think about it, and think before you ink. Hey, be safe, be well, and God bless.